you to the series. This is meant for beginners, complete beginners for ESO, people who haven't played it before, to see if you even want to play it. What would you do in the game? What would it look like? What do the controls look like? So this is definitely meant for people who are not familiar with ESO. So I'm going to deep dive some of these sections, but first, overall, I'm making this in 2024, which is the 10th anniversary of Elder Scrolls Online, and actually the 30th anniversary of the entire Elder Scrolls series of games. If you haven't played these before, or if you played the offline ones and haven't played the online one, you're going to find out that there are a lot of areas from the offline games that are actually in the online game. So you're going to find Vardenfell. If you played Morrowind, you're going to find Vivex City. You're going to find Solitude if you played Skyrim, and you're going to find Blackreach, which is just a really crazy good area. So if you don't hesitate, if you've played the offline games, the online games, the appearance and the gameplay is often better than the offline games. ESO in 2024 has more than 35 million worldwide players. There are different servers. There are North American PC and Mac. There's North American console. There's European servers. There's even China localization servers. So it's a pretty prolific game. And interestingly, I hear all the time from people in game, well, this game is not, it's got to be dying. It's too old. A few months ago in uh, BBC News, if you're familiar with that website and that organization, they're very reputable. There was an article about how over the last 10 years, ESO has quietly brought in more than $3 billion. That's billion. Um, so there's a hardcore loyal fan base that plays ESO. I started when the Morrowind chapter was new, so that I think that's about 7 years ago at this point. I've done trials, I've been in guilds, I've done all of that. I'm pretty much a casual now. I use ESO as my chill out game. I spend most of my time helping new players, which is one of the reasons why I want to do this series. Um, we are going to focus on uh, the base game, which means that what you can find for free in Game Pass, what you can easily get at Steam for pretty cheap, what you can also get directly through their website. It's free through Game Pass, but retail, the base game goes for 20 bucks, but it'll go on sale for $6 to $8. So it's you get a lot. You get 24 different zones just in the base game. You can also do everything that everybody else can do, including with the ESO subscription, except for a couple things. You can't access the DLC areas that you would have to buy those or have the subscription, or you, I mean, you can join guilds, you can do all of that stuff. You just don't have the craft bag either that you get with the subscription, which is kind of like a bottomless pit craft bag. The game spec wise is not too intensive to run. They only last year increased the requirement from 4 gigabytes of RAM to 8. But where they get you is the download size. It's more than 100 gigabytes at this point. So it runs pretty well on both PC and Mac. I have met a lot of people who did cross over from console or from other games like WoW who said they really liked ESO better. So again, it's worth a try. Uh, Something important to know if you've never played an MMO before, or if you've played others, ESO has no player killing, PKing. You can't be killed by another player by just them walking up to you. You can't be killed when somebody takes your stuff. There is PvP in the game. There are different layers of PvP, including the gigantic three-way battle in Cyrodiil. But other than that, PvP is all consensual. So I'm going to be covering the basics throughout the series of, again, what would it look like? What would I do? What are some of the things I can do? So I'll cover the basic setup of the game, the user interface, which is a pretty deep dive, general gameplay, crafting is a big thing. Some people play just for the crafting, housing. Um, you'll end up seeing that There's an entire housing system in the game, and there's a lot of people play for fashion. Also, we'll cover companions, gear, combat, events, and a bunch of other things. So I'm hoping that you enjoy the series, and if you decide to play, welcome to ESO.